Hey guys, I think we're live now. I think everything's working well. And today is Monday. Let me adjust this just slightly so we can see down here. Today is Monday, and we are going to do a heavy strength class. So it's exactly as it stated. This is for improving our strength, gaining muscle, and I want you to use really heavy weights. So get the heaviest stuff you've got lying around your house for the most part. For my strength classes, we mix and match weights a lot. You need to get used to doing that. Grab some weights for your lower body that are maybe a little bit lighter for you, but then today I also want you to go way heavier, out of your comfort zone heavy if you've got it. And if you don't, you need to start thinking about ways that you can get weights that are heavy enough to challenge you. If you're injured, all that stuff goes out the window. You just use the weight or no weight at all. That's up to you. But if you're not injured, heavy strength is a really, really important part of just our overall health. You've got it. Really take care of that muscle mass. We lose muscle mass as we age. It's one of the reasons people say it's harder to lose weight when I get older. Well, a lot of that, it's not so much that you're getting older, but I guess physiologically, it's harder to lose weight the less muscle you have. So today we're gonna add some muscle and improve that. I have a bunch of weights laid out for me. They range from, because this is lower body day, so they range from the light end for my lower body today. I'm going with 15s, and I'm really pushing myself on the weight here. So we're doing some moves that are designed just to go at our max weight. So I want you to have some heavy weight if you've got that available to you today. So my light end for me are 15-pound dumbbells. You can choose what works for you. You can use no weight, or you can use really lightweight too. But if you're not injured, I do want you to have some weight that you would consider to be a challenge for you to lift lower body wise. So I've got 15s, and then everything up from here is gonna be a push, all right? I've got 20s, 25s, and a set of 30s. So I'm gonna explain everything. It'll be very clear as we get going, but I want you to have some heavy weight. Now, after that whole big spiel, if you are injured, if you haven't worked out in a long time, or if you just don't have access to super heavy weight, that's fine. You can still do this class, all right? Easily do this class. You're not even really gonna have to modify much. You can just do it, so don't worry. The other thing I'd like you to have today is some sort of a step or a bench. You don't have to have an actual step. You could use like a step stool in your house as long as it's stable enough that you can stand up on it. We have one that folds. It's supposed to just tuck away neatly, but it's not very stable. So if you have something like that, just be careful. Make sure that you can stand up on it and it's just fine. Same thing though. If you don't have this, you can still easily do this class. But I want you to have something at about step height. All right? So after you've got all that stuff, one final thing, have a towel. A hand towel today, okay? All right, I'm gonna give you a second to grab everything, and then we're gonna get started. That's a lot. So if you don't have time to check in here at the beginning of class, I understand. But if you do, let me know if you're here working out with me this morning. So I'm gonna give you just a second. I'm gonna get my water, and then we can get going. Looks like this one's almost done. I'll take last wig, and then I'm gonna have to open this one. All right. Okay, to warm up, you guys ready? To warm up today, I don't want you to start with your heaviest weight, obviously. We're just getting moving, we don't wanna get hurt. So I'm gonna start with 15s. We're just gonna start with a stiff-legged deadlift, okay? Most of you have done these with me a million times before. So something that is not your max, just to kind of get the blood flowing. Stiff-legged deadlifts, shoulders back. You guys know the drill. Here we go. forward, and bring it up. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's usually a challenge for me to get back to my workout routine Monday morning, but after my workout, I always feel really good. So if you're here with me Monday morning, or maybe you're doing this a little bit later, welcome, welcome. Good on you for getting a workout in on Monday, because man, Monday's hard. We went on a little impromptu day-long RV trip. We just kind of like took a drive, pretended like we were going on a big RV trip. And it was pretty fun yesterday, but RV trips usually require lots of snacks. So we did a lot of snacking yesterday. So I'm gonna have so much energy for this workout today. So much energy from all the carb loading I did yesterday. All right, nice flat back. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings. Get in that breathing rhythm. You can oftentimes hear me in class. Just a habit over the years. Breathing is so important. Remembering to breathe and exhaling, breathing out when you're doing the work. So I just tend to over-exaggerate it a lot of times to remember to do it. All right, let's go with 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Nice work. All right, I'm going to keep my 2 weights. We are going to do a one-legged deadlift. Okay? So let's start with our right leg. Left leg is going to come up. Nice flat back. All right? We're already working on our balance. See how it goes. Forward and bring it up. I have not done these in a while. I feel like this is going to be one of those moves I can't talk through because I have to concentrate so much. You can always get rid of a weight if it's too much. We're still not super, super, super heavy, but let's try for 10, working on that balance. 10. And 9. 8. Find a spot to look at that doesn't move. If you are struggling with your balance, as I am this morning. 5. 4. 2. One more. And 1. That last one was a falling one. Okay, we're gonna go back to a set of deadlifts. Stiff like a deadlift. I'm gonna take it up to my 20s. If you feel comfortable going up in weight and you have it, do that here. And then we'll go back down so we're using the same weight when we do the one-legged one on the other side, all right? You ready? Let's go. Be in tune with your body and how you feel. How much weight do you need? Oftentimes I surprise myself and I can do more weight than I think, but then sometimes I have to take it down, less than I think. So many factors that apply there. So get in the habit of trial and error, mixing things up, trying things you don't think you can do, not being afraid to change something in the middle of a workout, all that good stuff we talk about. All right, we're doing 10, nice and controlled. 8, and 7. 5, 4, 2 more. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, so to keep things kind of the same on both sides, I'm already getting sweaty. We're gonna do our one-legged ones, and I'm going back to my 15s. So I've got the same weight. You don't even have to do that though. If you feel like the one side was too easy or too hard, switch it up on the other side. We're gonna do enough lifts today, you won't be lopsided, but you will get to know the weight that you should have, okay? All right, let's see. Can I balance? Let's do it. Forward and up. I gotta move forward a little more because I'm kicking my back wall. I'm gonna go slow. I'm working on balance here. You can use one weight if you need to. You can use one weight in one hand and find a wall for the other hand if you need to. But we're gonna do 10, and they're gonna be nice and slow. And 9. 8. 7. And 6. We're getting there. 4 more. 4. Oh no, I'm falling already. 1 more. And 1. All right, I'm gonna put my other foot down before I fall. Okay, now here's our first opportunity to go super above and beyond the weight that we're used to doing. Heavy, max out sets with our towel. So this is designed to go super heavy, and you can do it. Even if you're thinking, I'm not sure I can lift that heavy of a weight. So I'm going with my 30s, and if you're thinking, what are you gonna have me do, Erin, before I choose my weight? We are going to do a squat, but we're gonna protect our back. We're gonna make sure we can be in alignment because we're gonna use our towel to hold the weight, all right? So I'm going super heavy here. Don't be afraid to try something and try something else in the middle of this. I've got 2 30-pound dumbbells pushing my weight. Here's what you do. Set your weights next to one another. You can use just one if you want, but this is designed to go heavy. So what's your heavy? So I've got my towel in here. See this? I'm gonna scooch up here and get down real low. Lift with your legs, not your back, especially if you're going really heavy, right? Okay, now I want this to be a traditional squat. I can stay upright because I've got my towel in my hands, so I don't need to bend over. We're gonna squat down. I can set it on the ground if I want. It's up to you. Push through your heels, okay? Super heavy. I love using a towel so that I can keep my upper body upright, push through my legs, and not hurt my low back if I'm going super heavy, all right? If something's hurting you, go lighter in weight. I've got 2 weights on my towel. You can do 1 weight, but I'm gonna go with 10. 9. Super heavy, guys. That's what I want from you right here. 8. 7. 6. 5. 2, last one. 1, and I'm setting it down. We did it, all right. Now we're gonna take it down to a little bit of a lighter weight. One-legged split squat. I think I'll probably hold my 15s. A lot of playing around with weight here. You can hold one heavy weight, 2 slightly lighter weights, whatever you've got available to you. One foot's gonna go up on your bench. The other leg, we're gonna hop forward, okay? So you know where we're going. Choose your weight. If you do not have you know what, maybe instead of holding 2 15s, I'll just hold 1 30. Then I won't have to shuffle stuff around so much. All right, we'll see. See if my grip gets tired. So this, I still want you to go with a heavy weight. We're only gonna do 10 to 12 repetitions. But most people cannot physically do as heavy as a weight. We're gonna have one leg, right, in this, than you can in the squat. So even though you're going down in weight, if your weighted squats that we did with the towel, if you didn't feel like that was your max, you can stick with that same weight. Okay, you can hold one weight or 2. Let's go, down and up. Go as low as you can. Remember, this is your workout. You can switch hands with your weight. You can be holding 2. This is the idea here. Choose a weight that's a push. That just means a challenge. Give me 10. 9. 7, I kind of structure my weight classes, heavy weight classes, like we were just friends working out in the gym together. Mix it up. Take the time to choose your own weight. 5, man, oh man, oh man. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So I was smart to keep my 30 because we're going to do another set of those heavy squats with the towel. Only this time it will be a plie squat. So I'm going to really push myself on the weight. 2 30s. We'll see. Slide that towel in there. So this time, we're gonna have our legs wide in a plie squat position. And I'm not gonna totally get here until I pick my weights up. So baby that back, especially if you're pushing real heavy weight. So I'm gonna get in here, get down real low, right? Stand up through your legs. Then I can take those legs wide, toes out. Go. Oh my goodness, that is feeling it right where I need to feel it. Man, oh man. All right, I'm gonna be a shaky mess, but we're gonna go for 10 right here. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. And I gotta set that down. Woo! All right, take a second. We're gonna do our split squat. Other leg, I'm just gonna keep one of my dumbbells over here. All right, well, we're definitely going heavy today, guys. Definitely building that muscle. Okay. Heavy weight, you can hold 1 or 2. If you struggle with balance, find a wall. If you don't have something to put your back leg up on, just do a split squat on the ground, okay? Static lunge, same deal. Okay, can we do it? I'm asking myself. Let's find out. Here we go, down and up. All right, we're coming up on our 10. I'm trying to keep my weight in my glute. So weight's in my heel. 10. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right. Set my heavy weight down. Okay. We're going to go back to that pendulum, one-legged, stiff-legged deadlift. Here's the deal. I've had you go heavy. I've been screaming, push heavy. I want you to go a little bit lighter on this one. I'm going to use 1 15-pound dumbbell because we are going to use a little balance. This is kind of a new move. I don't believe that I've shown you this one in my classes. So follow along. We need a lighter weight, just 1. This other arm you can use to kind of balance you because we'll need it. Okay, we're going to go down in our little pendulum. I've got to come forward here. Kicking my wall. And then you're going to give me 3 lifts. 3, 2, 1. And then we're coming up. We're going to do 10 of those, controlled. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. You have 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Last 3. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And my falling last one. Nice job. All right. Circle out that ankle. Give it a little love. And then we're going to go back to our towel. Same thing though here. I want you to go a little bit lighter in weight. You got 2 choices. I'm going to increase the range of motion, which means you are going to be picking up your weight, coming up on your bench. So when you squat, you're squatting much lower, right? Because your weight can hang over the bench. If you don't feel comfortable up on a bench, you can keep it on the ground. If you keep it on the ground, go with a little bit of a heavier weight. If you're doing this from a bench, take it down a notch. I'm just using 1 of my 30s for this one because we're increasing the range of motion. So again, if you don't have a heavy enough weight with just 1, throw 2 in your towel. But you want to step it down if you were at your true max when you're on the ground, okay? All right, so I'm going to pick up my 1, and then I'm going to step up here. This first set is just a traditional squat position with your feet. Now, you are going to be leaning forward a little bit more because we're going to try to clear the front of our bench, okay? So be mindful. You're going to squat and up. So you just want to be right there on the end. Squat and up. If you can even turn it to the side like this. If this isn't working for you and you're too wobbly, unstable, if it hurts your back, go back down to the floor. Increased range of motion here. I still want you lifting with your legs. So keep your chest up, butt down. Real low. Oh my gosh, all right, I got 10 to go. Here we go. Eight. 6. Oh, my legs. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. All right. I'm wobbly, but I'm coming off. Okay. Quick chance to breathe. And then we're going to do that pendulum leg with the 3 lifts. Man, that was burning out my hamstring like crazy on this other side. Okay. Let me get my heavy weight out of the way. Lighter weight. I'm gonna stick with the 15, I think. It's handy having a towel. It's nice for the weights, and then I can wipe my face, my nose, all that stuff. Okay. It doesn't really matter which arm you hold your weight in, but I do want you to try to keep your shoulders and your hips parallel. You can even switch in the middle if your grip gets tired, okay? All right. Pretty sure I switched legs. Let's see. No, I did. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Pendulum forward. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. If I'm doing the same leg, which I very, very easily could be, you guys make sure you switch. Or maybe you're like me and you're thinking, I don't even know which leg I'm on anymore. And that's not the end of the world. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, but I'm switched. 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. Again. 6 more. Ah! 3, 2, 1. I'm questioning myself whether I'm on the right leg, so I gotta switch and see. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, 1. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. I think I finally got to the right leg there at the end. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna go back to our heavy towel lifts. This time, we're going to do back to those sumo squats, only one of your legs is gonna be up on your bench if you have a bench. If you don't worry about it, okay? So I'm gonna turn my bench, because in a second, I'm gonna need it this way anyways. This will give me a little bit of extra space for you guys to see. And, you know, I think I might try to go with both my 30s here. If I can't lift it, I don't have that far to drop it, so I think it'll be okay. We'll try. One leg, both of these guys. And if it's too much, we'll change it up, okay? So we're gonna carefully pick up that real heavy weight first. That's your first order of business before you get set up in any other sort of way. So carefully, butt down, lift with those legs. Okay? Now, if you have a bench, you stick one leg up there. If you do not, then just do these without, okay? All right, see if my foot will stay up here. Let's go. Okay, man, standing up out of that is gonna really strengthen that glute. Most of your weight, if you've got a leg up on your bench, should be in that leg that's on the ground. That's doing the work. We're gonna go 10, 9, 8, lift through your leg, 7, 5, 3, 2, last one, 1, and put that heavy weight down. Woo! All right, the leg that was down, this is the leg we're still gonna be working. We're gonna go back to one lighter weight, and we're gonna use our bench. So I'm gonna get these guys out of the way. Heavy strength day, it's a little different than some of the other classes that I teach, and it needs to be a little slower paced, super heavy weight. All right, so that same leg that was on the ground, we're gonna come up on our bench, we're gonna do a curtsy lunge. It will be weighted, but I want you to know what you're in for. The leg that was on the ground stays on the bench, because we're still working that leg. Okay, if you don't have a bench, do this from the ground. So I'm dropping down in weight. You have to decide, so that one-legged squat that we just did was my absolute max to do that. So I'm stepping down slightly for my curtsy off the bench. If you feel that exact same way, you can do the same. If your weight in your one-legged squat was not your max, you might want to stick with that weight for this too. Okay? All right, start up on your bench. This leg stays put. Ready? Here we go. Curtsy. And then we're gonna come up. Now, in a second, we're gonna try to extend this moving leg up if you're feeling balanced enough to do so. If you're doing this from the ground, same mechanics. Lean forward, keep your weight in this leg. Now we're gonna try that balance element. It looks like this. Up, you're gonna be a little slower if you're bringing your knee up with me. We are doing 12 with a little bit lighter weight. My leg is so shaky. Good. 9. 5. 3. Last one. 1. I'm shaking so bad because we've just maxed out like crazy. Okay, we're gonna do both of those lifts on the other side. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir because you guys are here with me on heavy strength day, so great job. Lots of people that I work with really like their cardio, really like their HIIT classes. I mean, don't like them, but they make sure they get those in. And if something goes for the week, it's heavy strength. If you're trying to get leaner, actually, that should be the opposite. The more muscle you've got, the more fuel you burn just living your life. So if you're gonna skip something every once in a while, if you don't have time, don't let the first thing that goes be heavy strength. Keep that in there. Do a little less cardio if something has to go for a little bit. It's all important. I'm not saying the cardio is not, but I'm saying most people gravitate and they're doing way more cardio than they need to, thinking that's what's going to get them leaner, and it's not. Okay, I'm stalling because this was my true max on this one leg, and we're going to do it on the other one, okay? So, again, you've got to do you. This is my absolute max, so I'm setting it on the ground with each repetition. You can do that if it's your true max as well. If not, maybe you're not going all the way down. Really just focus on keeping your weight in your heels, keeping your chest up, engaging those glutes. We got it? Let's do it. Okay. Get in a position. Oh, let me pick these weights up before I get my leg up there. Careful to protect our back. We do not want to be out of commission with a back issue anytime soon. Ready? Let's go. Down and up. So most of the workload is on this leg that's on the ground. All right. We're going 10. Four. 3. One more. 1. Set that baby down. Pushing that heavy weight can make your grip a little tired. And we're going to go with our curtsy lunge now, elevated. So let me get this out of the way. And then you guys know where we're going because we did the same thing on the other side. You can hold your weight in whichever hand you want. Just remember, whichever leg is down is the one that's staying up when we do our curtsy. If you were on the ground during your squats, pick a side. Are we ready? Nope, but we're gonna do it anyways. Let's go. I'm gonna see if I fare a little bit better with my balance on this side. All right, let's see if I can lift my leg. All right. Here's to 10. 5 more. 3, 2, last one. And 1, we got it, all right. Now we're getting to the end of class. So, your weight choices are gonna depend a lot on how you're feeling at this point in class. We are going to do a set of stiff-legged deadlifts up on the bench. I want you to push the weight. I've got 25s and 30s. I think I'm gonna go with my 25s. You can do these from the ground as well, okay? All right, see how I feel with these guys. Oh, we're even closer in time than I thought. Okay. Now, if you have a bench that you can stand on, do it. Don't fall forward, okay? Ready? Let's get going. Weight is still in your heels. This does a few things. Standing up on something makes you a little less stable. It makes a bunch of your stabilizing muscles have to fire off and work. The other thing, if you have enough range of motion in your hamstrings to go down past your toes, this allows you and affords you that range of motion. You still need to keep your back flat. I cannot go past my toes today, keeping proper form. Okay, you don't want to concave your back. Then the workload's on your back. You want it on your hamstrings and glutes. But if you have the range of motion in your hamstrings today to keep a flat back and go down past your toes, you can do that from this position. We're going to do 10 more. 10. 7. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, all right. Okay, here's what we got to the end of class. We're gonna do one more set of those deadlifts with our towel, not using our bench. And then, I've got a fun little leg lift to end class. So I'm gonna move my bench to the end of my mat, which is where we'll use it here in a minute. And then in the meantime, here's the method to my madness. I am not gonna go with my max on this final 2 sets. We're gonna do regular squats, and then we're gonna do sumo squats. I'm just gonna throw 130 in here because this is the end, this is kind of a little burnout. I want to really focus on my form, tucking my hips, getting really low, engaging my glutes, burning out those glutes in the end, instead of just heaving up as heavy weight as I can. So I'm stepping it down. I think it's really important to do both. So we're gonna do that today. So I'm gonna grab one of my 30s. You've got to figure out where you're at. That's part of the trick here. One of the things in mainstream fitness right now that drives me crazy, and it goes along, go ahead and follow along with me while I'm on my rant. Regular squat position, chest up, weights in your heels. If you can go all the way down to the ground, standing up through your heels, do it. We're gonna do more repetitions. Okay, one of the things that drives me crazy about mainstream fitness, the best way for you to get in shape and lose weight is your best way, period. If you do someone else's best way, and it's not something that goes to your strengths and your way of life, you will not maintain it. So, a lot of mainstream fitness is like, do it this way, use this weight, do this exact thing. That's not true. You need to figure out what works for you, and it takes extra time, and it takes trial and error, but you will figure out what works, and you'll be able to maintain it your whole life instead of up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the same thing with what you eat. I no longer give people diets or meal plans because it doesn't last. People lose weight and they gain it back because it's not their way. You have to figure out how you need to eat to feel your best, what works for you, your lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes, your strengths. So I refuse to do that. And some of you are here with me for that. And you're okay with the little extra time it takes to learn about yourself. And some people aren't. Give me the cleanse, Erin. Give me the quick cleanse. Give me a diet. Tell me exactly what to eat. Well, I can. You'll lose weight and then you'll gain it back because it's not what you need. So figure out what you need in these workouts as well. All right, 2 more. 2. Last one. 1. Set it down. Okay, quick breather. You know what that one felt like. We're gonna do 1 more set, upright. This one is gonna be a sumo squat. It engages your glutes a little more. A traditional squat, still glutes, hamstrings, quads. Sumo squat, way more glutes and hamstrings. So, if you need a heavier weight, throw another one in there. We're gonna do higher repetitions. I don't have another rant, so we probably won't do as many repetitions, we'll see. Okay, here we go. I want you to be able to focus on your form here, but I want you to be able to feel this in your glutes. So you've gotta find the weight that kind of marries those two things together. Shoulders back, legs are wide, toes out. Here we go. Oh, that's the ticket. That is the ticket. If you're not feeling this in your glutes, if it's really quad heavy, then take your feet wider. Keep your weight in your heels. This is a common movement. You're gonna feel it everywhere. But if you're like, my quads are burning and I don't feel anything else, your feet are probably too close together. All right, keep your weight in your heels. If they're jammed up in your toes, try to shift your weight into your heels. And we've got 12. 11, straight down, don't lean forward. It's part of the reason we have the towel. 10. Sweat is dripping in my eyes right now. 8. 6. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Put that weight down. That is one of my very favorite versions of a sumo squat, using that towel, because you just can't help but use those glutes. Okay, final move. We're gonna come down to our mat. And we're doing one-legged elevated hip lifts. I want them to be weighted, heavy, but you just need one weight. So if you don't know where you're at, choose a couple, get them close by. I'm gonna do it with my 30. We're gonna do low repetitions, high weight on this one. So go with where you think you need to be on that. We'll see how much time we have. I had a list. I had a list of all this stuff to get to, and we got to some of it. Okay. So I'm gonna scooch up, and because a 30 is a really heavy weight for me to lift, I wanna lift it onto my lap before I lay back, because I don't wanna hurt my shoulder. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this guy up on my lap, and then I'm gonna get situated from there. Roll on back. This is gonna be one leg heavy. So, we're gonna see how it goes. Scoot close enough to your bench that you can come up. You just need your weight on the one side. If you don't have a bench, you can do this on the ground. Hold that weight, don't let it roll forward and hit you in the chin. And then you got a couple choices. This is the most challenging way. This is slightly less challenging, okay? I'm gonna try for this. We'll see. Down and up. Here we go. All right. We're gonna do 12. You should have a real heavy weight, so that should be a push. 12. 10. 8. 7. 5. 4. 2. Last one. 1. Now be very careful when you move that weight, especially if it's a really heavy weight. Careful. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Make sure my legs are on here. You guys ready? Lift up. Balance that weight. One leg. Here we go. All right, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, put it down. And we've got one more. So we're gonna rock and roll up. We're gonna do it with our back up on our bench, okay? If you have a real rough bench, I don't even know if this will stay because I'm so sweaty. Probably just stick to my back. Okay, so our back and shoulders are gonna be on the bench. You can do this from the ground. This is gonna give us a little more range of motion. Essentially just like doing a hip lift with the ball. So here's how I'm gonna get up into position. I've got my heavy weight already ready to go. I'm gonna lift my hips up, and then I gotta scooch so that the upper part of my back is on the bench. It's not the most comfortable position in the world, but it's doable. If your neck is really tired, you can hold your head with one hand. You're going down and up, pushing through those heels. Now, we did one leg with the weight that we're doing 2. So we're gonna do a few more repetitions, okay? Really push up through those heels. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Be deliberate with what you're doing, what you're working, hamstrings and glutes. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're not done quite yet. This is going to be the burnout, but I want you to set your weight down just for a second. Give those hips a rest. 2 more sets. The placement of our feet are going to be slightly different in these 2, and they're awesome. So stick with me for these last 2. Okay, weights back. Again, you can do these with your back on the ground if you need to. We're gonna lift up. We're gonna bring our feet, heels together, toes out, okay? Keep them in close to your backside. Here we go. Push through your heels. Squeeze. Now, playing around with where your feet are on your mat is gonna change where you feel this burn. You can bring them closer to your butt. That may engage your glutes a little more. You can try them farther away, see how that feels. Find the position that works. Push through your heels. Heavy weight. All right, we're going 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1, keep your hips up. Move your feet touching one another. Knees are touching or close, okay? Here we go. Lift. This is our final set. Pushing through your heels. We're gonna go 15. Oh my gosh. 14. 13. Keep your knees close. 12. 10. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And that is class. I want you to set your weight down. Be careful. Catch your breath. Come up off that bench. We're gonna turn and face straight ahead. You made it. With 1 minute to spare, let's do a quick little butterfly stretch. Shake it out. Keep your feet a little bit farther from you. You can bring it forward, stretching out that low back to start with. You're gonna feel a stretch in your inner thighs, but focus on that low back. Nice flat back. Pull your chest in close to your feet. Breathe. Great heavy strength day. Tomorrow's class is going to be a departure from strength. It's going to be a cardio interval-based class. So be here for that one as well. Something a little different. We need it all. Show up for all the different parts, right? A little stretch. I don't know if I can hold on to my leg. I might have to towel off before I can do this stretch. If you completed this workout, even if you complete it after the fact, even if you're not here with me at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, let me know that you completed the workout here or on Instagram. It's so fun to hear from you guys, get to know who's working out with me. If you don't have the live chat here, I still love to hear from you sometimes. You can do that on Instagram too if you're on there. Hey, Erin, I hated that move today. It was horrible. Or I loved that. Or whatever. But if you completed the workout, let me know. I'm back to my super sweaty self. I don't know what I would do if I didn't get like a crazy sweat on every day. I think something was wrong with me. Let's do one quick little quad stretch. If you have the time, stick around and stretch a little bit extra. If you push hard with your extra heavy weight today, you might feel some aches and pains, some soreness in weird places, wrists, forearms, ankles, lower back. Just be careful of those areas. Be aware, stretch out a little extra today. Be careful. There is a difference between sore and injured, so we definitely don't want to be injured, but we might be a little sore. Some strange places. Courtney, you loved leg day? that makes me feel so good, Courtney. Thank you. I know you're like a heavy strength person, so I love to hear that. Because leg day is hard, and I need to go clean myself up. All right, great job, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for some cardio, and I can't remember what else I threw in there, but happy Monday.